The world is once again focused on King Kendrick Lamar, who has become the focal point of attention. This artist has revolutionized rap, making silence more impactful than numerous interviews, and he has just been nominated for Most Popular International Artist at the 2025 ARIA Awards. This recognition from Australia's top music event highlights his status as one of the most celebrated artists worldwide. Interestingly, Drake, who used to effortlessly dominate major award shows, is completely absent from this year's nominations. No recognition, no mention, not even a trace of his presence. By the way, welcome to Celebrity Hip Hop Showroom, where hip hop and celebrity drama never sleep, so hit that subscribe button so you never miss the mess. Let's get into it. The artist who once had cameras trailing him everywhere seems to have disappeared. This raises the question, is this a true turning point in the industry? It's remarkable how swiftly circumstances can change in music. Not long ago, Drake was the face of international hip-hop, always in the limelight at award ceremonies. His music was ubiquitous, playing in cars, clubs, and shops. He embodied the golden boy persona. You couldn't discuss rap without mentioning him. However, in 2025, the landscape has altered. The fans who once sang his lyrics are now rallying behind Kendrick in venues where Drake used to shine. Kendrick's ARIA nomination reflects his growing influence. He's evolved from a national figure to a global phenomenon, and everyone is tuning into his energy. This nomination is significant. The ARIAs are comparable to the Grammys in Australia. You don't receive a nomination by chance. It's a recognition of music that resonates deeply enough to cross borders. Kendrick has been doing just that throughout the year. Since the release of Not Like Us, which took the world by storm, he has been on a winning streak. The song didn't just break records, it transcended geographical boundaries. You could hear it in a bar in Sydney, a cafe in Tokyo, or at a car meet in Johannesburg. Its impact has been vast. The beat, the rhythm, the message, connecting with audiences everywhere. Looking back on this journey is astonishing. A year ago, the conversation was different. Many questioned whether Kendrick could ever eclipse Drake in popularity, arguing that Drake was too established, too polished, too universal. Now, it's Kendrick who is appearing on global award lists while Drake's name fades from the headlines. There's a palpable silence surrounding him. The same energy that once made him feel untouchable now makes him seem out of sync, as if the world has moved on without him even realizing it. The ARIA nomination was more than just another award for Kendrick. It signified that the culture has finally acknowledged the truth. He didn't need a chart-topping single, a viral TikTok dance, or an extensive marketing campaign to reach this level of success. All he required was to remain true to himself, genuine, heartfelt, and fearless. That authenticity resonates with people today. His music is meaningful because it comes from a real place. When Kendrick raps, it strikes a deep chord, encompassing pain, pride, and storytelling, everything that defines hip-hop. In contrast, Drake's absence from the nominations sparked widespread speculation. How could one of the most streamed artists ever not be included, especially when the ARIAs have consistently honored major international stars? Some fans attribute this to politics, while others see it as karma. However, it seems more like the world is simply tired of the pretense. The allure that once sold millions now feels rehearsed, and the vulnerability that used to make him relatable now appears forced. Kendrick, however, feels timeless. He never seems to push anything. There are no desperate headlines or drama seeking attention. He lets the music speak for itself, which is what audiences crave now: authenticity. In a world filled with filters and fabricated stories, Kendrick stands out as one of the last true artists. When he speaks, it doesn't feel like a public relations strategy. It feels genuine. That's why he connects with people, why his songs age like fine wine, and why the ARIAs couldn't overlook him even if they wanted to. This nomination represents more than just fame. It symbolizes poetic justice. For years, people dismissed Kendrick as too serious or too niche for global recognition, claiming he made music for thinkers rather than the general public. Yet now, the same world that once overlooked him is celebrating his work. His music hasn't changed, the world has. Listeners have become more discerning, more aware, and more attuned to authentic art. When that shift happened, Kendrick was already there, ready to guide the way. Australia has always valued genuine lyricism, prioritizing storytelling and passion over hype. That's why this nomination is so appropriate. Kendrick's music transcends borders because it speaks to the human experience. Whether addressing pain, hope, pride, or loss, he creates relatable imagery. His performances are not just concerts, they are immersive experiences. This is evident in how fans from various countries sing along to his lyrics, even if English isn't their first language. That's the hallmark of a global impact. Let's be honest, this must be a challenging time for Drake. He's used to being in the limelight, particularly on a global scale, and he used to dominate award seasons with ease. Lately, though, it seems his star has dimmed. The controversies, lawsuits, and public feuds have taken their toll. The charm that once drew people in now feels like a mask he can't take off. The atmosphere around him feels heavy, as if everyone is tired of pretending he's still at the top. On the other hand, Kendrick is at the peak of his career. Every move he makes appears intentional, and each song feels carefully crafted rather than hastily made. The industry respects him because he has earned it through hard work, no shortcuts or gimmicks. He didn't seek approval, he forged his own path. That's why when the ARIA nominations were revealed, the internet exploded. King Lamar was trending worldwide, major news outlets reported on it, and fans celebrated it as a victory for real hip-hop. It felt like a tribute to the culture itself. However, this isn't just about one award, it represents something larger, the passing of the torch. It signifies a moment where artistry takes precedence over popularity. Kendrick's nomination shows that authentic music still triumphs, that genuineness matters, and that there will always be space for true talent. Drake's absence serves as a warning that no matter how successful you are, the industry keeps evolving. If you don't adapt, you risk being left behind. Sources close to the ARIA committee revealed that the nomination was unanimous, which is significant. Kendrick didn't just sneak in, he made a notable impact. His recent endeavors, from the Grand National Tour with SZA to a series of viral performances, have made him impossible to ignore. His stage presence has become legendary. Every performance feels like a powerful experience. Fans don't just watch, they engage deeply. That's something that can't be faked. Back in 2015, when Kendrick released Alright, he was seen as a voice for the streets. Fast forward to 2025, and he has become a voice for the world. His artistry has grown, yet his message remains genuine, which is rare. Many artists lose their essence while chasing trends, but Kendrick has only sharpened his focus. Now, that consistency is being recognized on a global scale. The ARIA nomination is just another chapter in a story that is far from over. And Drake's silence? It's striking. No comments, no reactions on social media, no subtle hints in his posts, nothing. It seems he understands there's nothing left to say. The same artist who once shaped narratives with a single post now has to watch his rival being celebrated on stages he once dominated. You can only imagine how that feels, especially considering the personal nature of their rivalry. This isn't just another snub during award season, it's significant. It's the universe restoring balance. What's noteworthy is that this isn't Kendrick's first time gaining international acclaim. He has achieved this before, from winning a Pulitzer Prize to dominating the Grammys, consistently representing the culture at the highest levels. However, this ARIA nomination feels unique because it arrives during a time of global division, yet his music continues to unite people. That's true power and influence, the kind of impact that only legends can achieve. You can feel it. This is Kendrick's moment. He's not just making noise, he's making history. The industry has finally acknowledged what fans have been saying for years. He's not merely one of the greats, he is the greatest. Just as Australia has celebrated icons like Jay-Z and Eminem in the past, they are now elevating Kendrick to that same level. The best part? He remains humble and grounded, still moving like the kid from Compton who had something to prove. That's what makes his journey so captivating. He didn't lose himself in the chase for fame, he found himself through his music. Every accolade, every headline, Every award reflects his authenticity. So yes, King Lamar is nominated for Most Popular International Artist at the ARIA Awards 2025. And where's Drake? He's absent. But that silence speaks volumes. It's not just about who's currently popular, it's about who will be remembered. Kendrick's name will resonate long after the noise has quieted. He's the artist people will still be talking about 20 years from now, the one who stood for something when the industry was losing its way. This moment isn't just another win, it's a declaration. A reminder that the true ones always prevail in the end. The crown doesn't go to the loudest, it goes to those who deserve it. And right now, that crown is firmly on Kendrick Lamar's head. The king has made his presence known without saying a word. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, so please share your opinions in the comments. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay updated on this story.